Good day and welcome to the Registered Behavior Technician Information Session sponsored by the T-Bird Training Center. The RBT Registered Behavior Technician Training Program is funded by the New Jersey Department of Labor OPG grant and the Department of Workforce Development, the WIOA grant. Our curriculum is approved by the New Jersey Department of Education. Obtaining approval and accepting a training grant is a signed contract. Accepting this grant and signing the contract, you will be obligated to complete the following: daily attendance, which is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30, complete daily curriculum requirements, register for your BACB account in week 3, register for your exam in week 4. This is a cost of $65 that you have to have on the last day of week 4. This is at your own expense. You will be reimbursed the entire RBT exam fees once you pass the exam. You must take the RBT exam as scheduled and provide results, and you must accept the offer of employment and start work. We have a number of employer partners with this grant, and they will offer you employment based on you successfully completing our 6-week RBT training program. Consequences for not meeting your contract obligations with the New Jersey Department of Labor and the T-Bird Training Center will result in the following: termination from the program immediately, incomplete or dropout status, report made to the Department of Labor, which will result in disqualifications of any state funding opportunities such as extended unemployment benefits, other grant approvals, any federal or state programming. Please take this training contract very seriously, since it will affect all future opportunities for grants, stimulus checks, and more. The RBT Registered Behavior Technician Training Program is 6 weeks. It is a full-time training program, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 as follows. Week 1 is orientation, RBT Professional Development online via Zoom. Weeks 2 and 3 are your RBT 40-hour online training modules, which is on the Florida State University platform. Week 4 is clinical, which requires you to complete 2 days in person at the Galloway Township ABA Center in Atlantic County. So there is a total of 2 in-person days throughout the entire 6 weeks. So you need to plan to be in Atlantic County in Galloway Township for 2 days in week 4. You will receive a calendar which will detail all of the assignments, dates, and times that you need to be aware of for the class well in time to make sure that you have this commitment outlined on your calendar. Week 5, we complete our online RBT career development modules. Week 6 is online RBT work readiness, where we prepare you for the actual RBT field. You will receive several credentials upon successfully completing this training program. Again, 6 weeks, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30. The first credential you will receive after completing weeks 2 and 3, which is your RBT 40-hour training modules through the Florida State University Florida Tech Division, you will receive your RBT 40-hour training program. The second credential that you will receive is when you complete your clinical week. That will include your competency assessment. Here's where everything you learned in weeks 2 and 3 will be demonstrated in the clinical setting so that the BCBA can evaluate you and determine if you can apply what you've learned based on your Florida State University certificate and, of course, completing those 40-hour modules. Your third credential will be your RBT certification application attestation form, which will be completed by the BCBA as well, and you will receive this document in week 4 after you have successfully completed your clinical. This is a required document to sit for your exam. Your fourth certificate is your RBT mandated reporting credential. This is given during our clinical week, and you must pass a quiz to earn this certificate as well. Once you successfully complete the program and sit for your RBT national certification, this is what your credential will look like. And last but not least, you will also receive a credential from the T-Bird Training Center, which is approved by the New Jersey Department of Labor and Education for your professional development modules. Requirements for our grant approval. You must complete your registration form, which is a 2-page form. You must have a successful background check and submit the document that you receive. We also require you, after we receive these 2 documents, you will complete an RBT assessment. This assessment is basically to assess your current skills in terms of the ABA world, which there is no pass or fail. We're basically assessing what or any information you may have about the ABA industry. There's no preparation for it. It's totally assessment. This is what that application looks like. It's actually titled the New Jersey Intake and Initial Assessment Form. It's 2 pages. It'll be included in this workbook that you will complete after reviewing this information session. Step 2 is, again, the RBT assessment. And upon approval, we will provide you with the final grading for this assessment. This is what the background check looks like. This link will be provided to you once you get approval so that you can run your background check at your expense. The T-Bird Center does not pay for it. We have a company that has a good price of $19.95. This is your only out-of-pocket expense in terms of it being not refundable for the training program. Again, T-Bird does not pay for this reimbursement or expense. You must also have a valid driver's license. This valid driver's license cannot be a state ID. It has to be a valid driver's license. And the reason that that is required is because once you're hired, you cannot Uber to a location of work and you cannot catch a cab. You have to have a driver's license to get to the destination. So it is a violation of HIPAA laws if you were to do anything other than drive your own vehicle. And you have to have a valid driver's license. We also request that you send us over a copy of your current resume so that we can take a look at your background, make sure you're a good candidate to be approved for enrollment at the T-Bird Training Center. And the last step is for you to create an application letter to the school where you are requesting enrollment. And in that letter, you will indicate why you are interested in this field and what your goals and plans are for taking the training program and what you plan to do after you take the training program, receive your certification, etc. What do you need for the class? These requirements are your expense. They are not provided by the T-Bird Center or your funding agency. So first, you need to clear your schedule for the 6-week commitment. You need to have access to high-speed internet at your home. The T-Bird Center doesn't provide any resources to you for internet access. You have to have access to a laptop with a webcam or a desktop. We do not provide access or provide you with a laptop or a desktop or a webcam. This is completely at your own expense. You should also invest in a set of earbuds so that you are able to be in an uninterrupted space while you're doing your training throughout the entire 6 weeks. You also need to purchase school supplies so that you can take notes. Not only take notes during your live Zoom classes, but also when you're completing your RBT 40-hour modules. Your notes are going to come in real handy when you take the quiz at the end of a module. So we suggest you have a number of supplies to do so. The technology requirements again are a desktop or a laptop with a webcam. We highly suggest an all-in-one printer. Some students like to print their documents off opposed to reviewing them online in a digital format. You need to have a dedicated space for training that is uninterrupted and will have everything you need to successfully complete the program, including earbuds or a headphone. These are your school supplies. You need to have a paper tablet, printer paper, pen, pencil, highlighter, Post-its, and paper clips. These are basic school supplies that you'll need to have at your expense so that you can do the requirements of the class, which are going to require you to take good notes. The next step is to complete the remaining of this workbook that you're in, and then wait for your approval from email. And then once you're approved, you will complete the enrollment process and receive approval to start the next class. Get trained and certified as an RBT in just 6 weeks, and we are thankful that you chose our school to do just that. We wish you much success, and we look forward to you enrolling in our training program. Thank you, and have a great day.